guys, so we're gonna do another foam roller workout, but today we're gonna use this more as a mobility tool, even though it will still work to help align. You need to make sure you have a foam roller that is at least short style, preferably longer. This isn't a full 3 foot, but it is longer. And remember, do things that feel good in your body. Don't do anything that hurts you. You know what you can do. I can't see you, so I don't know. I'm gonna do a good workout. You listen to if you can do this. And if it hurts, don't do it and stick with the previous exercise if something is too hard. For this workout today, you need a foam roller and you need a wall. And I'm gonna start with my foam roller against the wall. So I'm gonna put it around my mid-thoracic. I'm not going to my low lumbar. My feet are slightly in front of me. My abs are in, my shoulders are down. My hands are on my hips. I roll down and I roll up. Good. As you do this, you want to make sure that your spine is staying aligned. So I'm not tucking my pelvis under. You can always add an arm movement if you want to while you're doing these exercises. So this is really working my core. I'm really sitting into my legs while working my core. Good. As I bend and straighten my knees, I'm making sure that my knees stay lined up with my toes. Don't shoot forward, out, or in. And 4. Good. It's like a wall sit, but even more evil. 3. Good. Plus, I get a little massage, right? 2. 1 more. Hold. And just hold. So I'm engaged through my abs. I'm sitting into my glutes. My quads and hamstrings are balancing my support. And my feet are flat. And it's 5. 4. 3. 2, 1. I stand up. I make sure my foam is adjusted properly and I lift my heels up and I bend and I straighten. And as I bend and straighten with this higher heel position, I make sure that I'm keeping my big toe and pinky toe on the ground so I'm not rolling side to side. Good. I'm still keeping my spine long, my abs in and glutes active. And 3, 2, good guys. Now on this one, 1, hold. But as I hold on this one, I'm gonna lower one heel and switch, but I'm keeping my pelvis still. Remember, if it's too much, you just hold. And 5, 4, 3, breathing, 2, 1, both heels lift, and I lower down. Good. I'm gonna take my feet, I'm gonna go a little wider, and I'm gonna turn out a little bit. I'm gonna keep my hands on my hips, I'm gonna bend and straighten. Abs are in, I'm rotating out and pressing up. Shoulders down and back. Now this one, it's a little easier to keep my chest up, so I really think about keeping my knees tracking externally, wrapping from the glute and thigh. And 4, 3, good. Breathing as you go. 2, hold. This time I'm going to pulse a little. 10, 9, abs in. 8, keeping spine long. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to stand on up. Great. Okay, so I'm going to keep my foam roller against my wall. My position is going to have my forearms on my foam roller. You're going to see me from behind. So I put my forearms on my foam roller and I find a plank. You can keep heels down or up. And I'm just going to move that foam roller up and down. As I move the foam roller up and down, what I am doing is I am working through the musculature in the tricep and around the shoulder girdle, right? And 5, 4, 3, 2. Now I'm going to hold the foam roller still. If your heels are up, lower them down. If they're down, lift them up. 10, and I'm going to keep the foam roller still. 9, 8, so I work from the ankle and calf. 7, while still working the shoulder. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now if you're advanced, 1, as your heels lower, roll the foam roller up. As they lift, pull the foam roller down. And now it's all ranges of motion 8 in this position, 7, 6, and if it's too much, stick with the previous or just hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm going to step in and I'm going to take the foam roller off the wall. Now you can stay standing. I'm going to kneel just so that you have a slightly better position of visibility for me. My hands are going on either side of the foam roller. My shoulders are down. Let's do a little arms here as well. I'm going to lift and lower. So I'll turn to the side, a little catty corner. Lift and lower. As I do this, I keep everything stable in the center of the body. 6, beautiful guys. 5, my glutes are active, I'm not tucked, right? 4, 3, 2, I'm gonna hold the foam roller in front of me. I'm gonna bend wide and extend. So it's a chest press, right? Shoulders broad, abs in. I keep lifting through the spine. I keep the spine elongated and neutral. And 4, good. 3, I try to tap the same place every time. 2, 1, now I'm gonna keep the foam roller tapped against my chest. If that's too much, you can keep your arms straight. I'm gonna rotate, rotate, center. Rotate, rotate, center. Notice I don't move my arms, I move my chest. So I'm rotating through the midsection, pulling up through the abdominals, keeping the skull lined up over my shoulders. 2 more sets. Beautiful, guys. Good, you're doing great. 1 more set. And I'm gonna gently relax that. Now, similar to what we did on the wall, I'm gonna do on the floor. I put my hands on the foam, shoulders out of my ears. You can be forearms if you want. I'm gonna be hands. I'm just gonna gently rock the foam forward and back. As I do this, notice I'm keeping my shoulders and hips still. And if this is enough, I love this. You continue as is. Otherwise, you're gonna take your toes, flex them under, pull your abs in and hover. And you're gonna do the same thing. Tiny rocking. Listen to your body. This is unstable, so only do what you can handle. If this is enough, great. Otherwise, find that plank for 6. 5, notice it's small. 4, 3, 2, 1. And I bring it down and I stretch it out. Great. So you should be feeling a lot more warm at this point in time. You're going to keep the foam roller on the mat in that short style position. You're going to lie down on your back. Remember, if this is too much, you put your feet on the floor. My feet are hip distance apart, arches on the foam. I start by just feeling that that foam can move. I keep my pelvis still, and I'm kind of working under the side of the foot and into the glute and hammy. Feels kind of nice. Then I'm going to stabilize my foot, pressing down. I'm going to roll or hinge, so flat or curving up to hold, and the same movement down, roll or hinge down. I am rolling, I'm articulating. Exhale to roll up, you do what your body can do. Inhale, hold, notice my foam is staying pretty darn still. Exhale to roll down, that's your goal. No movement on that foam roller. And 3, knees are even the whole time. 2, good. On the next one, I'm going to hold on top. Now, if this is enough, great. Do not wiggle your shoulders. Just press down with your arms. You can add that little forward and back movement. And 9, 8, working ankles, hamstrings, glutes. 7, 6, 5. Again, notice how still I am. 4, 3, 2, 1. Land and roll. Great. I'm going to inch back. All you have to do is roll this foam roller out till your ankles, the back of the Achilles towards the top of the ankle, rest on the foam. I'm going to point my toes to minimize stretching too much behind my knee. My hands press down, my hips lift up, and I tap. 10, 9. Notice it's little. 8. So I'm not trying to arch my chest up. 7, 6. I'm just engaging my glutes and abs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I lower down. I roll that foam roller towards me and I hug my knees to my chest. Now I'm going to put my feet down on the opposite side of the foam roller. I'm going to lift my hips up and I'm going to put it behind my tail. So it's not in my low lumbar curve and it's not under my softer glute. It's right under the back of the pelvis. Hands can hold the edges of the foam or they can just rest by the side, okay? Knees to tabletop. I'm gonna flex my feet. I'm gonna start with a little supine spine twist. Remember, if this is too much, you keep your feet on the floor or you don't use the foam roller. You keep your hips on the floor. As I do this, I'm working through my center and I'm rocking side to side across my pelvis. Good, 3 more sets. I keep my shoulders still, so I only go as far as my upper torso is still. 2, working through the oblique. 1 more set. Good, then I stabilize in the center. I point my toes. I extend one leg and I switch. And I switch. If this is too much, you can always do taps down, right? Switch. Switch. Abs in. Switch. This is a pace I can handle. You go a pace you can handle. 4. Again, full stillness in the center and shoulder. And 2. If this is enough, you keep this. 1. Otherwise, bend, extend. And 5. Good. I do not arch my back to extend my legs. And 3. And 2. And 1. Good. I bend my knees, put my feet on the floor, and rest for a second. So I'm going to scooch over a little bit because I'm close to a wall, but you stay where you are, okay? I'm going to bring those knees back to tabletop, and I'm going to flex my feet or point, whatever you feel comfortable. I'm going to bring my knees a little closer to me, keeping my hips still, rock over on one side of my pelvis, circle my knees forward across the front of the pelvis, rock to the other side of the pelvis, and return. Then I'm going to switch that. So I'm doing a circle, keeping my shoulders still, moving all around my pelvis. Now, if you are more advanced, you straighten those legs and we are in corkscrew. If not, you keep those legs bent. Shoulders broad, abs in. Drawing a circle, whether it's with your knees or with your toes, right? Beautiful. And we alternate side to side. Again, shoulders still, abs working. We have 1 more full set. Good. I work on keeping my shoulders down. So do you. Good, then I stop on top. If your knees were bent, return to single leg toe taps. If they're straight, take it into scissor. For 6, 5, 4, strong through the rib, long through the core, and 2, 1, and release. I'm going to plant my feet, lift my hips, and lower down. I give my knees a hug, so I work my spine in the opposite direction. Beautiful. I sit up, and last but not least, I'm going to take this foam roller. I'm going to move it behind my shoulder. It's behind the shoulder blade towards the base of the thoracic. It is not in the lumbar or the cervical. I simply stretch back and return. So nice inhale, opening the chest. Exhale, returning. What am I not doing? Rolling the foam roller towards me. So I'm trying to keep it nice and still. 3, just nice and easy. 2. Now 1 more, I'm going to hold on top. I'm going to rotate to the right and center and left. So as I rotate right, my left shoulder lifts up. As I rotate left, my right shoulder lifts up. But what doesn't move? My pelvis. My knees, feet, and hips are still, right? And 3. Good, I keep that abdominal work going. 2. 1 more set. Now, if that's enough, you keep it. Otherwise, little side flexion side to side. It's like drawing a rainbow with your elbows. Abs are in. Again, my hips and knees are pretty darn still. 2. Almost there, guys. 1 more set. And then I gently release and I sit all the way up. I'm going to stretch my legs forward. I'm giving myself a little stretch. If you want to be in a butterfly rather than a straight leg, you can. and then I sit up nice and tall. And that is a slightly more active foam roller workout, right? So you're listening to your body, you're doing what it can do, and hopefully as you're working out with me, we're starting to progress. See you on the mat in the next class.